You know your girl got to know, right? Just ask and I deliver. So today we're doing the Lagos hairline, which is no baby hair, natural, natural, natural to the T. So what I'm doing now is I'm trying to form a V shape at the front. But however, they normally use a 13 by 6. So this is a 13 by 4. We cannot go in too deep like how we're going to a 13 by 6. So what I'm doing now is I'm forming the shape of a natural hairline. So when you're going to the sides, you're going to the sides a little bit deeper because you want to have that arch look at the sides. Because if you catch a bit here right now, I guarantee that you have these two little peak at the sides that are peeking out. So what I'm doing now is I'm forming the peak in the middle. So what we do to get that shape is we create two triangles at the front. And guys, when you're pulling these out, do not pull them out at once. I promise you, you're not going to have no wig. Pull them out piece by piece. Do you see the shape forming already? Do you see it forming already? All right, so what we're doing now is we're pushing the hairline back a little bit more. The one on the lower bottom, that's what we're pushing back. So what we're doing is we're plucking out the first layer at the front. Guys, do not pull them out at once. Pull them out piece by piece. Your hot comb is your best friend. So what I'm doing now with the hot comb is I'm forming the shape of how I want the hairline to look, which is natural. So you push the front part up in the air, but you push the sides to the back. It's like you're giving it a little sweep, because when we catch up our natural hair, we kind of tend to give it that little sweep to give a face that look round up look, like a cute look there. Give a face one look a jaw up. That's what I just created. So we're doing tweezing now, guys. You know, when you come on to tweezing, I tell you all the time, skip, pluck. This is called the piano tweezing. So what we do is we pluck a little bit, skip, pluck, skip. But when I'm use my tweezer, I don't normally open it and close, open and close. What that does is it thin out your lace. So I'm showing you now, once I close my tweezer, I go forward and back, forward and back. So what that does is it clean out the space without ripping the lace and without leaving a bald spot. And once you put the tweezer down, it's forward and back until the piano key is tweezed out. And why I said piano keys, when you look on a piano, it's black and white. So once you put down your tweezer in that particular spot, I should see some white lines. Because right now, if you look at my hairline, it look like piano. So that's why we call it the piano tweezing. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going into the hairline a little bit more just to take out some of the dents, because you want it to look as thin as possible and as natural as possible. And why I pulled that out a while ago was because it came down too much. Now, if we should be realistically speaking, if we should catch up our hair, the peak at the sides don't come down way down. So that's why I rip it out. And guys, do not rip it out hard again. Now, this is a close-up on the skip pluck method. You realize even when I skip, I don't give it a big jump. The jumps have to be small in between plucking, because you don't want... listen, when you don't want tweezers out on here, we're on a budget right now. We're at y'all, yes, but we're on a budget and we want to keep a wig them for some good while. We want can wear them more and more. So with this method, it allows you to pluck and still give you a natural look without thinning the hairline. So skip, pluck, pluck. But once you put down the tweezer into that spot, ensure that it is clean. Clean out every ear in there, and then you jump to the next. So what I'm doing now is I'm combing it back and I'm showing you guys the look of the hairline. So this is the side and I'm going into the front. Now, however, with the front, it's a little bit more tedious because you want to tweeze it in a upwards motion. Because listen to me, you see how you form your lace makes your install a lot easier, especially for time. Once you pluck it how it's supposed to look and you put it down, seconds your hair done. Trust me. Seconds your hair finish. So you realize I'm plucking up and not back because I want the hairline to give off a natural look. Now for me, it was a little bit dense at the back. So when you have a wig and it's dense at the back, you can tweeze out the part at the front that is already thin and you can pluck behind it. And it's the same method. Pluck, skip, pluck, skip. And do not stop pluck and skip until you feel like you've reached the threshold that you want to reach. For me, I don't like when it's too thin and I don't like when it's too thick. So what I'm doing now is I'm brushing it back. And guys, when you're tweezing, ensure that you're pulling the hair with your hands to the back. So that way you can see. So what I'm doing now is, see what I did a while ago? I pull out more at the sides, because the deeper you go in on the lower part of the lace is the more the hairline shape out. Now, however, this is me. I'm going to give you a close-up again of how we do the top. So we're going to do the skip pluck method, but at a closer angle. Now look at this. Pluck, skip, pluck, skip. You see that on the slower motion? You realize the tweezer is not really opening wide. Do not open your tweezers wide. Trust me, guys, when I pluck out in the ear. We don't want to pluck out ear like this summer. We want to keep with them 3 and 4 years. Pluck, skip, but in an upwards motion. Do not pluck straight back, because I promise you that would not form the front of the hairline how you want it to be plucked. So when we're doing the little frame from a finger point from the middle of the middle of our hair to like a finger space wide, with that space you do it up in the ear, and everything else you do it downwards. So look at that now. Then look at our natural hairline. I swear this is giving off natural. So what I'm doing now is I'm putting on a little holding spray, and I'm going to use my hot comb, because I said before, our hot comb is our best friend. And I'm going to use the hot comb, and I'm going to push the hairline how I want it to look. Now, however, when you're pushing the sides, you push them down and then you go up. So it's like you're making a C. You see that? You're making a C. You go curve, come around, and then up in the ear, because you want to create that natural look with a little bit of spray, guys. Do not use too much product on this, because I promise you your lace will be lifting, and you don't want that. So once you push it up into a C and you give it that bump, trust me, there is nothing else left for you to do. Look at that. Listen me, this can just put on my head right now and just go up on the road and go to party and come back in nice and stay a good same way. Very, very natural. Guys, I promise you, if you do this process, you will be having your hairline looking this natural. Now look at it both sides. Now when it come on to the center part, I like to part it, but I like to pull out the hairs them just like I did before with my hands, piece by piece, little by little. And what I just did, I sprayed a little bit of heat protectant spray, just a little bit, and I press it down. Now guys, start the truth. That nice? This is so beautiful. This is so natural. Just follow everything that I just told you, and you will have your hairline looking just like this.